Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of CarX Drift Racing 2 with Broghammer Auto House. I have some very exciting news for you guys today, but first, today's episode is focused on the Phoenix NX, which is the S13 hatchback in real life, and we'll be doing a full tune breakdown at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now, I've been looking forward to telling you guys about this project that I have going on behind the scenes for quite a while now, and I'm at the beginning stages of filming a small video series that will be sort of a vlog slash how-to type of video. And the first series is about buying a cheap car on Facebook Marketplace. In particular, this one's a $500 car, and flipping it for a profit. And with the goal of making approximately $1,000 in profit for myself. This idea came about because I wanted to show you guys how easy it can be to make a little bit of money on a side hobby or side hustle, especially one that's related to cars like the games that we play. So if you haven't already, I really appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed, liked, commented on my videos. I really can't express to you guys how much I appreciate that. And with this new series, I'm just excited to show you guys, the full process from purchasing the car to the sale, including every change that I make to the car, what I'm doing, and eventually relisting it on the same marketplace that I buy it from. So I expect this series to go live in the next couple of weeks, but it will depend on how much time I can spend on it in the evenings and whatnot. I do have a full-time job working Monday through Friday. So now that the big news is out of the way, we can jump into today's video on the tune of the Phoenix NX. As you can see me finishing up a little chase run here that I did in the top 32 battles. I did end up losing to this guy by about 500 points, but the point was more so to show the control of the Phoenix NX, not as much the sheer points of it, because I'm going against an Audi R8 in this case, and I'm a little light on power as far as this car goes versus the R8. So you can see that I lost to him there. Race is over. The total points that I had versus his, I think I was, like I mentioned, about 300 or so, 600 points underneath what he got. So anyways, that's it for the racing, and here comes the tuning. As you can see, I do have the body kit on this thing. Makes it look a little bit like an S15 front, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I liked the wheelbase spacing of this street body kit. They do have the R&T, which is more of like a Rocket Bunny kit, and then the CBW, Missile, and Slide Performance. They're all probably good kits. Just, again, with body kits, it's a lot of personal preference, but it also does come into play with the track width of the vehicle in general, which is why I have the street kit. Makes the car just a little bit wider than the other body kits. So this car also, I did unlock the twin turbo V6 motor for it, so I did have that installed, and this tune is with the VR motor in the car. So I didn't change a whole lot in the setup versus when I had the stock motor, but some of the transmission tuning and that kind of stuff will be different. So keep that in mind if you're tuning on the stock motor of this vehicle. As you can see, my settings here: spring size, stiffness, sway bar, like I usually run the sway bar, pretty stiff in the front. A little bit of toe. I'm running more than my typical camber at 5.5 on this one, where I typically run 4-ish, and the higher Ackerman angle at 73%. So I don't usually mess with the retraction too much, or quick retraction, but if there's other things that won't come together, then I will play with those a little bit. No sway bar in the rear, and very loose rear suspension to give me a little bit extra grip. Now that I do have that new twin turbo V6 motor, I needed more grip in the car because there's more power than what it had stock. So running square setup on the wheels, as you saw there, and full bore everything on the engine. So not too much notable. The transmission, when we jump to that, I'll show you guys that the differential coefficient, I think I have that up at around 70, 68, and it's worked really well. It runs great, and I did have to adjust fifth gear up a bit. It was initially at about 0.8 something, 0.86, and it's up to 0.94, which really helped the drivability in the higher speed stuff when you get up to that fifth gear route. So That is really it for today's video, guys. I really appreciate you all being here. Leave a comment below if you guys have any questions or suggestions or anything about videos in the future. So thanks again, and we will see you next time.